Hello YouTube, this is Reap here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to change icons. Today I just finished doing my Nog Ops conversion. I just finished it. Basically I turned Trailblazer, the Twitch Prime 2 skin, into Nog Ops, like almost perfect. It's not Nog Ops. I consider her semi-perfect because the hat isn't like, it's not covering her all of her hair, or her hair isn't tucked into the hat. I don't know how to do that yet. I think it has something to do with the meshes or whatnot, but I got the hat on and I got everything else working. I got the texture, and I got the correct head of Nog Ops and everything over Trailblazer. So this video I'm going to show you how to change the Trailblazer logo basically into the Nog Ops one, so you know it works. It also works for pickaxes and back blings, but there's a little difference that I'll go over later on in the video. But this is basically what we're going to be doing today. So let me close out of Fortnite. Well, I need to close it out because I'm going to edit it. Hold on. Close out of this. Yes, I want to leave Fortnite. Yes. Close out of Fortnite. And now, what we want to do is we got to find the textures for the icons. Then they're all usually in the same place. They're all in the same place, actually. Not usually, they're all in the same place. So I'll show you where that is. You need Umodel. You're gonna need Umodel and Hex HD. Those are the only two programs you need. Umodel, basically, I'm gonna put it in the description to download it. But basically, you gotta download Umodel, the program Umodel, and you want to take the file of Umodel that you download. It's gonna come like this: Umodel and SDL2.dil and Umodel.exe. That's what you're gonna download, and it's gonna come in as in the folder. You want to copy these two files from your downloads folder, and you want to put it in. Go to this PC, local disk, program files, Epic Games, Fortnite game, and you want to paste it here. So when you start up Umodel, it already has the path to the game already. The path is there. You don't have to do anything else when you open it. That's the reason they're doing that. So we're gonna hit OK, and encrypted, UV4 pack file. In order to work correctly, please specify the AES encryption key which is used for this game. Okay, basically this is the AES encryption keys to make sure hackers don't hack, but we have the key. Here is the AES key. I have it pulled up. I'll put this in the description as well. Just copy that and paste it here. You can Control C, Control V if you want, or you can left click. Doesn't really matter which way you do it. But we're gonna open up Umodel to find these textures that we want to swap. So we're gonna go to Content, and we're gonna go scroll all the way down until we get to like the U. Okay, UI. This is what we're looking for. The folder we're looking for, UI. And then we're going to go down and we're going to search for foundation, and then we're going to look for textures. Yeah, textures, and then we're going to scroll down to icons. Yeah, brain fart. Icons. And then after you hit icons, we're going to look for heroes, which is right here. Heroes. Open that folder. And then you want to go to Athenia. I don't know how to pronounce it. Athenia, I don't know how to, fuck that word. But we're going to keep going down. We're going to find the Nog Ops icon. And that's pretty easy to find. It's pretty self-explanatory how you're going to find it. You're going to have to go through the files and look for it. If you have common sense like me, you can honestly just tell by the name of the file. Some of them don't have names. Some of the other skins, like these skins are like no skins. Well, default skin rehashes like Renegade and Pathfinder. So if you want to swap one of those characters out, icons, is going to be hard because you're going to have to go through it and everything. And when you open up a file, it's going to ask you which Unreal Engine version you want. Just click the last one, 4.20, whenever you open any file. So that goes for anything. Just hit Unreal Engine 4.20. So we're gonna open, basically, yeah, Renegade. Like I said, all of the default swap no skin, all of the default palette swap characters don't have names to them. So if you're trying to change an icon of Renegade or a certain character, you're gonna have to dig through these and find the correct one. But we're looking for the Nogops, and I see Commando Holiday Sweater Female. I'm 100% certain that's Nogops, and I'm correct. There's going to be two versions of the same file. There's going to be the high-res version is going to have the name of it, and then it's going to have an L at the end, a -L at the end. That's the large resolution version. So, you know, once you open it, what you're going to do is you're going to go here to this black intimidating looking thing. You're going to scroll up, and what I'm going to tell you what you're going to look for, you're going to look for after you open it, you're going to look for the loading package. You're going to look for something that says loading package, right? Look for loading package, and you're going to see the directory of what you just found. So you want to copy from UI, start from UI when you're doing textures. Always start from UI. Well, that's where I start from, but you can do different, but I start from UI, and then drag it all the way over to here, right up, right on the L. Don't copy the period as well, just copy the L, and then hit Control C. That's the only way you can copy it. So hit Control with your ring finger, and then hit C with your index. Copy that. You know it's copied, and then you're gonna go to your Notepad. I'm using Notepad++ to edit, to write down my information, because it's easier to use than the regular Notepad. It's a lot easier to manage. So, you know, I'll put a download link to Notepad++ for all you guys if you want to follow along with me on this particular program or application. And you know Notepad++ is free. And I already put Nogop icons because, you know, I want to have this information jotted down so I don't have to keep, you know, if I ever want to change it again in the future, I don't have to keep looking. I already have the directory written down somewhere. So after you copy controlled off of the Umodel black box, you want to hit Control V, and you want to paste that. I already pasted it, but I just paste it again to show you what you're gonna do. So, you know, I put Nogop's icon so I know what that means. And after you copy and paste the L, the large resolution one, like this first one, what you're gonna do is gonna copy this all again, or you can just not, and then hit Control V again, and you want to hit a dot, a period, and then highlight all of this right here. Highlight all of that all the way to the T, and then paste it again. So that's what you want to do. Actually, I'm going to put the one that has the most words on top, so it looks more cleaner that way. So basically you want to have that right there. So after you do the large resolution picture, the first line, always put a period, and then copy this all the way to the L, and then paste it after the period. And then you're gonna have one without the period and the extra shit. So this, you're gonna have two of these. These are icon files that we're gonna be swapping out. And then we're gonna do the same for the low res picture. Open package, or you can just hit the O key. As you can see right there, you can hit open package like that, or you can just hit the O key. So we're gonna go to the other one. See, it's low res, it's pixelated as fuck. This is the one that's gonna show up when you look in your locker. This is the, you know, the low res. That's why it doesn't have the L on it, because it's not large. So we're gonna do the same thing. We open it. All you have to do is open it, and this black box will track it. What you want to do is look for loading package. Loading package. There we go. Loading package. UI foundation textures. Holiday sweater that US said. So you want to copy. You could do this for anything in Umodel. If you want to copy the directory and you don't want to write it down like I do, I don't like writing that shit down because I fuck up and something ends up breaking. You can just copy it from here. Whatever you open, it will be in history. So you just gotta look for loading package and make sure it's the right one before you copy and paste. You know, make sure you look behind yourself. You don't want to just copy and paste everything and not know what the fuck is going on. So, you know, after you copy that from here, you want to paste it here under this. And for this one, you also want to do a period right after it. You want to copy all of this, and then you want to paste that here, and then you want to hit enter, and then you want to copy all of this, and then hit paste again. So basically, as you can see, I have all of the icon texture files needed for NogOps. And now I'm going to do the Trailblazer. Trailblazer icons. Now it's pretty much the same process. We're gonna go to back to Umodel, UE viewer, hit O, and we're gonna look for Trailblazer. Trailblazer is also easy to find because it's called what's it called? I think it's called tactical something. If I'm not mistaken, it's called like tactical something. I know where it is though. I'll know when I see it. It's Tactical Woodland. Yeah, this is Trailblazer. This is her name in the code. It's called Tactical Woodland. So basically, half the time when you're looking for certain skin icons, the name will give it away. So you don't have to look too hard. But only when you're messing with like default character color swaps, you're gonna have to look for that shit. But everything else, it kind of speaks for itself. As you can see, they got taxi. I'm pretty sure that's Whiplash. Am I right? That's Whiplash. If you have a little bit of common sense, it will tell you. And here we go. We found the Trailblazer icon. So we're gonna do the same thing here. We opened it. We're gonna go to the black box and we're gonna look for loading package. Nope, that's, you see, I look for loading package, but I look afterwards. This is for the Whiplash. This is not the one we want. So look for the next loading package. Should be another one. Loading package, Tactical Woodland L.US. This is the correct one. Make sure, I cannot stress this enough, make sure you look behind yourself for the correct directory. Just because you see load up package, make sure it's the right thing you're actually looking for so you don't fuck up. That's important. I cannot stress that enough. And you want to copy and paste that, put a period for the first line, and then do it again. And then you want to go back down here. Copy all this, copy, and then you want to hit that. And basically, if you're feeling lazy and if you're smart like me, you don't have to look for the low res one and do the same thing. You can actually just copy the one with the L, and you can just paste it without the L, and you're done with that one. But you still got to do the period, and you got to do copy all of this and then paste. Still got to do that though. As you can, if you probably know this by now, it comes like uniform. It's a certain way that the icons are set up. So if you do it like this, it works the same way with text materials that's in game. I'll go with that in another tutorial. I don't want to teach you guys too much in one video because you'll be confused. But this is basically what we need. We was looking for the icons. We dig through Umodel. We found the icons we want to swap. I say swap. Weird. Basically it's Trailblazer, NogOps. Now what we want to do, we're going to go to Google or whatever you use and then explore whatever, and you want to go to browserling.com, tools, text to hex. If you don't know how to find it, just go to google.com, just in case, just to show you guys how you would do it. Type text to hex, converter. Alright, and this is the site. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to take the Woodland UI, take the not the Woodland, the Trailblazer icon, and swipe it out for the NogOps. So to do that, we gotta get the hex coding for it. So we're gonna highlight all of this, and then copy it and then paste it in there. Or if you're on Notepad++ like me, you can just double click on the line and it copies the whole line for you. And after you do that, you're gonna paste it. But make sure after you paste it, if you're on Notepad++ and you did the double click to select the whole line, make sure you hit backspace one time and then hit convert, and then that's all the code you need. Alright, for this first line, you just converted that first line into code, so we're gonna paste that down here, and now we're gonna convert the next line. Copy, and then whenever you want to do a new one, you just click somewhere in the box, doesn't matter where, and then you can Control A, and do you see this little space right here? You want to make sure it's like, you don't have that in there when you paste a new one, because if you don't, let's say you just do this and then you hit paste, it doesn't look like there's a space there, right? And you put the code, and if it comes up with a 20 at the end, if your code comes up with a 20, that means there's a space. 20 means space. You don't want a space in your code. You don't want that. I mean, if you do end up with a 20, it's not the end of the world. You can just copy everything but the 20 and put it in, because that's bad code. Like it'll crash your game. I don't know how many people told me, oh, they did it exactly how I did, but the game crashes because when you did this, it has a 20 in it, so that means a space, and that's bad. So that's why you want to undo that, and you want to undo that, and you want to make sure that you hit Control A and then paste a new one. That way, it doesn't mess up. And as you can see with this one, I did the double click for the whole line to be selected and then copied it. And when you do it that way, it comes up like this. It's the same thing, but it comes up with a 0A at the end. You don't want that 0A as well. That's only for Notepad++. You don't want the 0A, so you want everything but the 0A. So to get rid of that 0A, all you have to do is hit backspace one time. And now when you convert, there's no 0A there anymore. So yeah, make sure you keep those two things in mind when you're copying and pasting, because those can easily like fuck up your whole day if you're not careful. So you want to make sure you do that. Be careful. Be careful, my friends. So we're gonna do the same thing with the other codes. It's just more or less copy and paste and getting the codes for each line. I know that's pretty daunting and tedious, but this is how we do it. I'm just showing you guys how to do this yourselves so you can be self-sufficient. I'm going to do the same thing for the nogops. Control A, and then we'll hit backspace once so there's no 0A there, so I can be lazy. And I'm going to paste that at the bottom right there. And you want to make sure that this code is the exact same size as the other one. So for this one, you want to make sure this line matches up with the first line of this one. So as we go forward, we see that it's at 61 and this one's at 4C and this one where this one's in. So you want to hit space 00 space 00 space 00 space 00 to fill it up. If the icon you want to change it to code is longer than the one you're swapping from, you can't do this. This method cannot work. There's no way around it. I can't help you. The code of the icon you're swapping to has to be shorter in characters than the original icon. So this works because this is shorter. Holiday sweater. This first line is a little shorter than that first line, so this can be converted. This can be completely converted with no hassle. You just got to add zeros in it to make sure you don't change the file size and break the game. So you're gonna go back here, Control A, Control V, and then we're gonna Control C, and we're going to paste this one down as well, and this one's gonna be shorter than the code of the second line of the first icon. So we're going back here, and as you can see, this second one line of code and 2 bytes ahead of this one, so you just want space 00 space 00. Now it's lined up with this one. You see how they all line up at the end? You want to make sure that's the case, and that's why I like Notepad++, because it does this for you. It basically shows you this, and you can highlight the lines like this to tell which ones you're looking for. If you want to do it that way, if you need help with that, you can just highlight the lines so you don't forget. So now I'm going to keep converting more stuff. Click in the box, Control A, Control V, backspace, convert, copy. Going through everything I'm doing. Every little thing I'm doing, I'm going over it to make sure nobody's confused at the end, because I hate having to repeat myself. So 00 00 00 00 00. Excuse the dog, I have a German Shepherd, it's barking. Yeah, these line up. Go back. We're gonna go to this one. Holiday sweater. Copy. We're gonna do this. Backspace. I'm sorry for the background noise, guys. I have family over. Yeah, so just bear with me on that one. Sorry about that. And this is the last line. And you wanna go here, paste that in there. You want to make sure this last line lines up with this one. So you want to make sure this line lines up with that line. So you got two balls, tell you which one. That one and that one. And there we go. And get rid of these since we don't need them no more. And now we're done with information collecting. Now we're going to start swapping. So to do that, we're going to go into Hex HD. Hex HD. This is where we're going to start doing a Control R replace. We're going to go to File, Open. And what we're going to do is we're going to go, if you never used this before, I'm going to put download link for Hex HD in the description to set it up and everything. But after you open it, after you got it installed and everything, I'm not going to tell you how to install it. You know how to install it. If you don't know how to install a program, I don't know why you're here. But after you open it for the first time, it's going to tell you, it's probably going to pull up like in a desktop or something. You just want to go to this PC. And then you want to go down to local disk again, program files, and then you want to look for Epic Games, Fortnite. Then you want to go to Fortnite game. Then you want to go to content, packs, and then the file that you want to open is pack chunk 0 that Windows client .pack. So pack chunk 0 dash Windows client pack. This is the one you want to open. I keep a backup of it, so if I fuck up modding or doing something else, I have the original, so I have to re-verify. But if you don't know how to make backups, that's cool. Just if you mess up a mod, just verify your game and start over again. That's all you have to do if you mess up badly. If you crash the game, just verify your game. You go to the Epic Games launcher, hit the cogwheel, and hit verify. I don't like doing that because it takes a long time, so I just make a copy myself. So if I mess up, I could just replace the modded one with the original. So yeah, you can do that. Yeah, this is the file you want to open, pack chunk 0 dash Windows client.pack. So you want to open that. I already opened it. It's right here, so it's not going to do anything if I open it. And what you want to do is you want to go to search and you want to go to replace. You want to go to search for. And when you first open the your search, and it's going to come up as text string, you don't want that. You want it on hex values. Alright, and you want to put the search direction to all, prompt on replace, and search for the first box. As you can guess, we're going to put the Trailblazers first line in there. So Control V, paste that in there, and we're going to get the oh, wrong window. You're going to get the first line of the nog ops, and we're going to paste it. And it's going to search, and whenever it says replace this occurrence, hit yes, and it's going to start replacing. So while it's replacing that, I'm going to copy the second line of the Trailblazer to get ready for it when it's done. Okay, now we're going to go to search, replace, or you can hit Control R to open it, and you want to paste the second line on the top box, and then you want to go to the second line of the nog ops, copy that, put it in the bottom box, and then you want to place that occurrence. Yes. If it says you're changing the file size, doing this swap reduces it or changes the file size, that means your coding isn't correct. You want to make sure it doesn't say that. So you remember what I said earlier, make sure all your code is lined up so it's the exact same size, so it doesn't cause any anomalies later and errors that can fuck up your game. So we don't want that. So we're going to copy the third line of Trailblazer in the top, third line of nog ops in the bottom, paste. Okay, showed up right there. Paste it, replacing. Now we're going to do the same thing. This is when it starts getting pretty easy at this point. place file, paste the 4th line, paste this 4th line on the bottom, and then we just hit OK. And then now that we're done with that, we're gonna save it. So hit save or Control S, as you can see by the shortcut here, but I'm just gonna do it the regular way so you guys know how to do it. And then we're gonna launch Fortnite. We're gonna launch the Fortnite, guys. Launch that Fortnite. And you can have Hex HD open and you can have Umodel open while you play the game. Like, it's not going to track those programs. You can have that open. You're not going to get banned for having these two open while you're playing Fortnite. It doesn't care. Just in case someone says you might get banned, you can have both of those programs open, not get banned. So just putting that out there. So now we got Fortnite about to load up. Let's see if we were successful. I'm also going to do another video on how to swap pickaxes and back blings. Those require, it's basically the same exact method as this, but there's a slight difference. Just one difference. I'll do it in another video because, you know, I don't want this to be super long, but this is an in-depth tutorial on how to do this. Alright, Battle Royale. Alright, let's go to the lobby. And as you can see, guys, Trailblazer is now Nog Ops. So, I'm going to favorite that. So, Trailblazer is now Nog Ops. Anywhere Nog Ops appears, Trailblazer please, Nog Ops. I don't know how to change the name of it to Nog Ops. I don't think that's really necessary. All you need is the icon. We know what character this is. So, I mean, let's be real here. We don't got to do all that. But, yeah, that's the tutorial. I'm ready. And that's it for this video. This is mostly for educational purposes. You don't have to subscribe. I'm not asking for your subscription. Not saying I don't need it, but I don't like doing that. But this has been the end of the video. I'm gonna come up with a new pack soon that's gonna have Nog Ops. It's gonna have Nog Ops in it. Renegade Raider, Ginger Gunner, and Ghoul Trooper. And I know how to transform Squad Leader. Where the fuck is Squad Leader? Squad Leader into Merry Marauder, but I can't have the mask on him. So basically he's just like Merry Marauder but without the mask. I don't know if you guys want that, but if you guys care and want that, I'll put it in the pack and when I release it. Just let me know in the comments below and I'll just add it to it. I mean, that's the closest thing to Merry Marauder I can get to without, you know, breaking the game. So that's the video. And see you later.